think we either of us wowed the other side on the first date.
Ouch, I didn't know that.
Well, I mean, not like...
I just learned something.
Well, I think we both got it. Didn't you feel that way? No?
What?
Well, that we didn't like... Oops, sorry.
Both people are not invested in having children, if both people didn't want this, if this is a kid compromise, then yeah, kids can ruin marriages.
I guess food is love in my family. I've grown up like that. My dad isn't always the most vocal person saying, I love you, but he's going to make sure that you have whatever drink or food or that is your favorite. He's going to make sure you have it. I never wanted children, and my mom, everybody, you'll change your mind. You'll change your mind. I mean, that's what you get when you're... Because you know that song, first comes love, then comes marriage, then comes whoever it is in the baby carriage. It's expected. I never saw myself doing that, and I never really babysat much, because I don't know. I enjoy them from afar. But what's interesting, I will say, is I've worked with children just about my whole career.
Even if we wanted, there's always a way that, I probably could have negotiated to have, if we're going to decide to have a kid, I, could have swayed one way or the other.
I mean, we talked about fostering or
adopting
but that just wasn't... So we don't hate children, but we just don't see that for ourselves.
That was wonderful. You just used his middle name. That was a mom thing to do, is what that was.
Some people work so much that they don't have time to have kids, but that wasn't with us. We're not driven by the careers. We're not career driven. It's not like I'm trying to climb the corporate ladder or anything like that.
We love the city and love living in the city, but urban schools, as they are, if we had a child, we'd never be able to live up here without sending our kid to private school.
Yeah, that's not an issue.
Not for sure.
Well, I mean, not for sure.
Because we don't even know how much. We know babysitting or child care, I guess, costs a lot, but that's how far we keep it off, is I know it costs a lot. We don't tend to see it as a missing part. It's not a missing part of our marriage, I don't think.
We have flexibility in the way of not having kids because we both can go to the gym at the same time. Most people who, especially have younger children, one parent has to be home to watch the kid.
We enjoy going places and having adventures and new experiences. There is flexibility that also comes in that.
Been down to South America, Argentina, Chile. We've been to Europe. We've been to almost,
Italy, Spain, Portugal,
France, Amsterdam. Croatia, Greece, Turkey, Ireland, probably someone that I'm missing.
That's what I do think is everybody has different babies now rather than children.
I think it'll be nice.
Things that you invest your time in. And I guess a child would be something you invest your time and energy and whatever into. And that's very much the case for our friends who do marathons and triathlons, and that's where they invest their time. We certainly invest time at the gym and our travel. People say we're selfish. And that brings up feelings in me, but I know what I'm good at, and knowing what you want and what you don't want, I don't see that as selfish. So I also see that we are being the best people we can in the world, and that to me is a contribution. And this is, again, by no means the reason I didn't have kids, but I'm not happy with where our country is. I'm not happy with, like, the way the environment is treated. I wouldn't bring a kid up in this environment. I wouldn't want to.
There's no one left in my family that's going to have the Lion name. It ends with me and my brother and neither of the kids. So that, is that, it's just sad, but I mean, these things happen. That lines end, and in terms of just names, I mean, people live on. I don't think that you don't want to use that as a reason to have a kid. There's got to be between you and your partner how you want to go. I wouldn't, put into a debate saying, "Oh, here's the thing you can do. You're not going to have as much free time. You got to go to events that you don't really want to go to." I don't think I'd get into that debate with someone because it's really on their own.
We feel very comfortable in both our choice and whatever the world wants to think about it.
I was kind of hoping that there was a reason to to kind of get out and explore, and she was the best reason that I could ever hope for.
I'm still bummed about how I'm saying the first date didn't go well.